y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
On first down, Richard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. On second down, Richard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a play fake. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
93. 93.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Card out a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hey, Haywood. 61, match box, lights.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's come right down.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's caught. Jones. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays and big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. But he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Check.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
You better be afraid of me. Shoot.
Now they'll throw with Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky, he'll take a shot for the ends, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twins. Watch twins. Back, back, back. 25. Check 25. Check 20. 29. 29.
Now Carr. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Monday, down. 180. Right, Monday. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
This time they stay on the ground. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 618.
On play action, now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Jet bombers, 2 jet bombers. 734. Check.
On first down, Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
1st and 10 at the
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, 25 to Mike.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And an alley to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Trubisky will throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Davis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends. Later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for first down.
We play to win. Let's go.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Raiders 28, Bears 17.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even though that's an incompleted pass, shouldn't we give a whole lot of credit to the offensive line?
Yet again, time in the pocket to throw. Time and time again we have seen that. And you're right, the O-line winning the battle in the trenches. Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Little juke. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Now Trubisky on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 68 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Maurice Hurst. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
93. Get down. Express. That's it.
Carr going to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple